Boruto's official nickname has been revealed, and it confirms exactly what path the Boruto story will be taking. We already know what it means to be a shinobi, as it was explained and shown in Naruto, and in the recent chapters we see that Boruto has now clearly understood what it means to be a shinobi. Boruto's name is the God Slayer, so what we need to learn next is these so-called gods that Boruto will be slaying in the future. In short, we will find out the truth about the Otsusukis in the Timeskip. So for those who are wondering where exactly this name comes from, it comes from the release of a promotional magazine for Storm 5 Connections, where we have Boruto, who is given the nickname God Slayer/Killer. It can be translated as both, but in today's video, I will just say Slayer because I think Slayer is cooler than Killer. So we'll just go with God Slayer for the rest of this video. So this title of God Slayer refers to Boruto slaying a god, which we have seen happen in the first arc of Boruto, where Boruto is the one who defeated Momoshiki and ended up getting the karma, just as Momoshiki says, those who kill God cannot remain the same, leading to Boruto getting a karma. But I don't think this name is just given because he has killed one god. I believe that Boruto acquiring this name means that he will be slaying potential gods in the future. This means that Boruto will not have only killed Momoshiki and Oroshiki if you count it. It means that in the Timeskip, we will see Boruto actually fulfilling what his name means. Boruto in the Timeskip will be slaying different Otsusukis that come in his path. Those who want to destroy this village, Boruto will have to go against them, as even though people don't recognize him as part of the village, he will still do everything to make sure that the village his father worked so hard to protect is left intact and nobody has destroyed it. But this is not the only seed that the authors have given us as proof that the next part of Boruto will be focusing mainly on the Otsusukis and who they are, as Boruto given the title of God Slayer means that he will definitely slay gods, but this is not the only hint that the authors have given us. Starting off with one of the first major hints that the authors gave us early on in the Boruto series. The first hint is found in Ishiki's palace, where we see multiple different tablets of different Otsusukis who have appeared to be on this earth. We have Kaguya and Ishiki, and we have Momoshiki and Kinshiki. However, there are two missing tablets, two missing Otsusukis that we are not aware of. This is the first hint that Kishimoto has given us, warning us about two potential Otsusukis that will appear later on in the story. The second hint that Kishimoto has given us when Momoshiki mentioned in chapter 79 that other Otsusukis may have used omnipotence powers multiple times on humankind and erased human history. This is a pretty big reveal and could mean a lot about the Naruto series and its world at whole. The lore is consistently expanding, and what Kishimoto has allowed through this piece of dialogue is changes to the lore of Naruto that could have potentially occurred due to some different Otsusukis who had those type of powers. The third hint that Kishimoto has given us is Amado still being alive and definitely relevant in the story. Due to the groundbreaking things that have happened ever since chapter 77, we are slowly losing our attention away from Amado and the weird goal that he has to bring his daughter back. Because of this, a lot of people no longer pay attention to Amado as we used to do when he revealed Shibai's existence. As we are now focused on Boruto's life being reversed, Naruto and Hinata being sealed in a different dimension, and Sarada awakening her Mangekyou Sharingan. This has put the focus away from Amado, but it is just a hint that since Amado is still alive and definitely relevant in the moment, it means that in the Timeskip, we will learn about his dark plan that he potentially has, and I definitely believe that it has to do with the Otsutsuki. The fourth hint that Kishimoto has given us is introducing an Otsutsuki god like Shibai Otsutsuki with a proper name. In the past, we knew about the concept of there being an Otsutsuki god through Ishiki's dialogue, Sukkode. But now we have been given a name, which means that this Otsutsuki is not a concept or just something that everybody strives for. It is a real person that existed in this plane of existence and ascended to a higher one. And in the time skip, we will find out what that truly means, what it truly means to ascend to a higher plane of existence. The fifth hint that Kishimoto has given us is Cole's new goal of becoming an Otsutsuki god. Through Ishiki's and Cole's dialogue, we have Ishiki who planted the will into Code for his next goal. Now that Ishiki is gone, Code took up the will of Ishiki, the will of the Otsusukis, to strive and go from planet to planet, eating chakra fruit and becoming an Otsutsuki god. The last hint that we have been given is Kawaki's goal that has been revealed in chapter 77 of Boruto, the chapter where Naruto and Hinata got sealed, after Kawaki revealed to them his true goal, the goal of killing Boruto and the rest of the Otsusukis that exist, and he will keep Naruto and Hinata sealed in that dimension until he has completed this goal. And this goal is something that Kawaki will strive to do during the time skip after he finishes his deep training. These hints that the authors have given us and sold into us are the hints that are revealing what's going to happen in the time skip and what exactly the time skip is going to be focusing on. The first part of Boruto focused on what it is to be a shinobi, as both Kawaki and Boruto learned what it means to be a shinobi. But Boruto and Kawaki are both hybrid Otsusukis, which means that in the next part of Boruto, we're going to learn what it means to be an Otsutsuki, and Boruto and Kawaki will have to deal with their new fates as Otsutsukis, as those who kill gods cannot remain ordinary people. But on the topic of God Slayer, I just personally think that it would have fit Kawaki a little bit better, due to his goals and aspirations. At first, when I thought about Boruto's potential nickname, I would have thought something like the Cursed Uzumaki, the Last Shinobi, and something like Godslayer would have fit Kawaki a lot more. Because as I have said in chapter 77, Kawaki revealed his goal of killing all the Otsusukis, and this is a goal that Boruto doesn't really share. Boruto wants to protect his family. Boruto wants to protect his people. He doesn't necessarily want to go out there and kill all these different Otsusukis, unlike Kawaki, who actually wants to do this. And I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense for Boruto to have this name. Definitely, Boruto is a god slayer. He has killed Momoshiki with his own two hands, which has led to him awakening the karma. But I personally think that Kawaki having a nickname like God Slayer would have fitted him a little bit better due to the goals and aspirations that he has. The main goal that Boruto has doesn't really relate to killing gods. That's just what I personally think. And you guys definitely let me know what you guys think about this name. But going back to the Otsutsuki talk, we have to discuss how exactly we will find out who the Otsusukis are, what are their goals, what are they exactly doing. We know that they want to be Otsutsuki gods, but why? Why fight so hard and risk dying just to become a god? This is something that we're definitely going to have to learn. We're going to have to learn about the hierarchy of the Otsusukis, their clan system, and everything that this entails. But how exactly are we going to learn this? And right now, there are multiple different ways I could see this happening. The first way I could see this happening is just Momoshiki explaining the truth of the Otsusukis to Boruto, which by proxy would mean that Sasuke would also learn about the Otsusukis. This is because there is a big problem that a lot of people have missed, and these are the tears in Kaguya's dimension, which has caused Momoshiki, Urashiki, and Kinshiki to be sent to this universe that Kaguya controls to find out what exactly is happening. But after they sent these people, all of these people were murked. All of these people were taken care of by the likes of Boruto, Sasuke, and Naruto. Which means that the people who have sent Momoshiki, Urashiki, and Kinshiki to this planet must be questioning why they haven't received any more intel to this planet. This might lead to them sending stronger Otsutsukis who are more capable of taking up this job. This is where Boruto and Sasuke will now start to encounter more Otsutsukis, which would mean that they are bound to learn more about the Otsutsukis from Momoshiki, just like what happened with Ida and Shibai Otsutsuki. Due to Boruto and Momoshiki's mind merging, when Momoshiki had his own thoughts and was trying to figure things out, Boruto was also able to access this piece of information. So when these Otsusukis come and Momoshiki is trying to find out exactly why they're here and what may be going on in the clan, Boruto will be able to tap into that piece of information that Momoshiki has, causing us to learn more about the Otsusukis in general. He might also be the one to tell us exactly how the Otsusukis have changed human history for their own benefits, and what exactly are done to hybrid Otsusukis like Boruto and Kawaki, because let's keep in mind that they are Otsusukis, but they do not adhere to the Otsutsuki system, and this creation of hybrid Otsusukis that do not follow the clan must be something that they are trying to prevent. Because the whole point of the karma is to make sure to not create a duplicate Otsutsuki that would not adhere to the Otsutsuki clan system. But this is what have been done through the mistakes that Momoshiki and Ishiki have made. So people will definitely be coming, not only for the chakra fruit on this planet, but to get rid of these hybrid Otsusukis that are not actually part of the Otsutsuki clan and do not abide by the Otsutsuki's law. This means that Boruto and Kawaki in the time skip will definitely have to fight different Otsusukis from various places as they want to survive and protect this planet. This might actually be the reason why the village is destroyed in the time skip, because I'm starting to think about this and I just can't see Kawaki or even Boruto destroying it. But if these missing Otsusukis that we have seen team up with Code and come to this village having the same goal, Code who wants to destroy everything that Boruto loves, these missing Otsusukis who want the chakra fruit just like Code, or these Otsusukis who are sent here to kill Boruto and Kawaki. Due to them having a common goal, they will work together and try to destroy the village and this planet entirely. This is why we see the village destroyed in the time skip, because these Otsusukis have come and worked with Code and definitely destroyed the village. Even though there are people like Ida and Damien, with the help of these Otsusukis on top of Code and his Jubi force, this would be a deadly combo and could lead to Boruto and Kawaki and the Shinobi force as a whole taking a massive L that they might never be able to recuperate from. And this is where we're going to learn about the Otsusukis in general, and potentially having Ida and Damien, especially Ida with her omnipotence abilities taken away and being brought back to the Otsutsuki base, with Damien potentially who's also taken away or who stays. This is why I'm telling you the time skip has a lot of potential. And with things like Momoshiki saying how we might learn about the Otsutsuki's changing human history, we're going to learn some groundbreaking information, and I just can't wait for the time skip. But the only thing I want to say and the only thing I fear is that I just don't want them to mess with the core message of Naruto, which is that one can change his own destiny and has the power to do so if he works hard enough. And if the Otsutsuki who changed the future changed it to benefit Naruto in some sort of way, which would disprove this theme that Naruto built up to, it would definitely ruin the series for me. But I can't see Kishimoto or Kishimoto doing something like this that would ruin the series that they worked so hard to create. But what I could definitely see is the truth about the Otsusukis coming out during the time skip. And if you want to find out a potential aspect of the Otsutsuki clan that nobody really talks about, watch this video right here.